Hey everyone, welcome back to our Flashback Friday series. Today, we're diving into something super exciting, New Year's traditions from around the globe. From lighting fireworks in China to breaking plates in Denmark, every culture celebrates the New Year in its own unique and fascinating way. And the best part, we're using ClioVis, an amazing visualization tool to break it all down for you. Together, we'll explore the stories, histories, and meanings behind these traditions in an interactive timeline format. It's a fun, engaging way to connect the dots between cultures and uncover the deeper significance of how the world rings in the new year. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, comment what you want to see next, and let's get started on this global journey of celebration and tradition.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today as we learn more about New Year's global traditions. We'll start off with the event of January 1st establishment. In 46 BCE, Emperor Julius Caesar established January 1st as the beginning of the new year. Named for Janus, the two-faced god whose spirit inhabited doorways and arches, January had special significance for the Romans, believing that Janus symbolically looked backwards into the previous year and ahead into the future. There were earlier signs of New Year's traditions dating back to the Babylonians. In 1983 BCE, Babylonians were first to hold recorded celebrations in honor of the new year, though for them the new year did not begin in January but in mid-March when the crops were planted. They also made promises to gods to pay their debts and return any objects they had borrowed. These promises could be considered the forerunners of our New Year's resolutions. This connects to the New Year's resolutions that we may make today in today's world. Some may include improving health, spending more time with loved ones, and making new friends. Going back to the ancient Greece, time in 323 BCE, onions were a staple food and medicine in the ancient Greece and were considered a symbol of identity. They were also used in rituals and were believed to bring good luck and prosperity. Now this connects to today's practice of onions in Greece for New Year's Eve. On New Year's Eve, Greek families hang onions on their doors to bring good luck and fertility in the new year. Greek parents wake up their children by tapping them on the head with onions on New Year's Eve. In Japan, there's also traditions about food as well, like eating soba noodles in Japan. The tradition started when a Buddhist temple offered soba to the less privileged at the turn of the year. The long, thin shape of the noodles symbolizes a wish for longevity. In Japan, it has become a custom to reflect on the past and year and usher in the coming year with eating soba noodles. Next, in 1833, the first time ball was installed at the top of England's Royal Observatory at Greenwich. This ball would drop at 1 o'clock every afternoon, allowing the captains of nearby ships to precisely set their navigational instruments. This time ball was an inspiration for the New York Times square ball drop that we know of today. The New Year's Eve ball has been lowered every year since 1907, with the exceptions of 1942 and 1943, when the ceremony was suspended due to the wartime of lights in New York City. Nevertheless, the crowds were still gathered in Times Square in those years and greeted with New Year with a minute of silence, followed by the ringing of chimes from sound trucks parked at the base of the tower. A harkening back to the earlier celebrations of Trinity Church when the crowds would gather to ring out the old and ring in the new. There are several more traditions celebrated for New Year's, like the famous Auld Lang Syne song from Scotland, or the smashing of dishes in Denmark for the welcoming and good fortune for the new year.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to follow us for more engaging content. Every Friday for the next few weeks, we'll be sharing fascinating stories about historical events that took place on Fridays. Stay tuned for more fun and intriguing history brought to life with ClioVis. Ready to create your own timeline? Start your ClioVis journey today at ClioVis.com and dive into history like never before.